All right guys, so today we're gonna talk about lighting, and if you guys have been following this channel for some time, you guys know that I make videos basically lighting up different sets and we just break it down. We're gonna change it up. Instead of talking about $600, $800, $1,000 worth of lighting, we're gonna be talking about lighting on a budget. So meaning in this particular video, all lights total is gonna be up to $300 total. So for 3 lights, you can get all 3 lights for $300. And it's gonna allow you to basically play around, get different type of looks. We're basically gonna light up this couch. So stick around. If you guys like this video, at the end of the video, drop it a like, I appreciate it. As you guys can see, you know, right now we have a backlight. So everything's gonna be app controllable with these lights. So that's a big benefit. So let's just get started on this. And honestly, this is gonna be a fun one. So let's go. All right, so before we get started with this video, let's talk about the camera that we use, just in case you guys are curious with the quality and so on. The camera that we used for this was the Sony a7S III, and the lens that we used was a Sigma 50mm 1.4, just to cause some separation. And I had my boy John come today. He's basically my editor for my YouTube videos, but he's basically sitting down playing Mario Kart. That's all I had him do, so I was able to light around him. So we had 3 lights. The 3 lights that we used for today's video was 2 Aputure MCs, the new ones, the small little ones that you can control them through app. So as you guys are watching right now, like I can go and change the background. If I want to change the color, I can do whatever I want. It's basically for someone that's on a budget, that doesn't have a team, as well as you don't have enough money to buy a lot of lights. Well, the benefit of these 3 lights is you're able to basically sit or stand on behind your camera and look at the exposure, look at the colors, and basically tweak it while you're looking, instead of having to go back and forth. So this is a big benefit for anyone that's really on a budget. Yeah, so it was a 2 Aputure MCs, and the one other light that we used was the Aputure, I think it's called the B7C or BC70. It's basically the bulb. Let me grab that real quick. It's basically this bulb right here, and you don't need to connect it. So as you guys can see, there's different colors, same thing as the Aputure B7s. You could do a lot of things and you can control them all via apps. So definitely clutch to have for situations like today's video. So let's just get started on the rundown and how we went about lighting this video up. So for the first thing that you guys are watching right now, the way I had basically the light set up for John is we had 1 light. So it was basically behind this couch. We had him behind him as he was playing Mario Kart. And that was gonna be the separation light. The whole purpose of the first lighting that I wanted to do for him was he's playing Mario Kart, so I wanted to give the room feel like a colorful, more like a gaming room. So I went with a blue light right behind him, and I had 1 key light right on top of him. So the key light that I used for this particular to light him up was the Aputure MCs, and then the back was the MC as well, and that was with a blue light. So those are the 2 colors. The key light that I put, which is right on top, I'm actually using it right now for this video. It's actually on a Matthews C stand with a Matthews like boom pole that I also use like key lights to mount on, and it's magnetic. Well, it's metal, the C stand, so I'm able to put this MC right on top. It magnetizes onto it. So that is crucial to have. That's what I love about these lights. They're magnetic. So I put a diffusion on it so it's not as harsh. It's not really doing the best job, but again, you can work with it and you can always move it around. This is just the way that I have it for this video. And the third light that I used for that particular scene was basically the Aputure BC7, and I did it was like a magenta reddish color, and I had that on the back end, again to cause some separation, but again give it 2 different tones. And I thought it complemented the colors because they were opposites, so it gave it a pop, and his skin tone didn't get ruined by either light. So that was the first setup. We had the Aputure MCs, one was in the back to give it just like a blue light to give him like a little separation. The key light was the white. I just had like a daylight color, same thing the MC. And then the BC7 or B7C, the Aputure bulb, I had it like in that reddish magenta color. So those are the 3 colors that we went with, those 3 lights for that setup. Now the next setup that we did was I wanted to just change it up. Maybe you guys don't have $300. Maybe you guys just have $200. If you guys watched, I mean, as I was kind of showing you guys step by step, 2 lights actually look pretty good. So if you were to eliminate the bulb and just have 2 MCs, just the key light and the back light, it looked pretty good. I mean, you guys let me know what you guys think in the comments below. That's in case you guys only have 200 bucks, then you do have, you know, 2 different ways to go around it. You don't need all 3 lights. That's just much to show you guys what you guys can do with 3 and with 2. Now, if you wanted to just do, let's just say the bulb, if you guys want to just purchase one MC and then one BC7 or B7C, whatever the bulb is called, you can also just count it with just those two lights. The Aputure bulb, I did do a tungsten look because I want to also give it an organic look. So I kept the daylight right on top, but just to give it a real clean, not a gaming room vibe, just kind of like if you're just showing up at someone's studio or location, like with a couch and stuff, how would it originally look to the eye? So that's really the type of colors I wanted to go for. But one thing that I did do, so you guys can also see how you guys can play with just these two lights, is the overhead light, basically the main key light. I did move the pole, and if you guys watched when he was playing, there is one where it shows them pretty clean lit, but then there's one where I kind of went overhead and it kind of gave him the raccoon eyes, and to give it a different mood. So by playing around with the lighting, just two lights, you can get a bunch of different looks. It really comes down to the scene that you're going for. Is it an interview? Is it, I don't know, like a music video, or like what kind of tone or mood do you want to set for this particular video? That's really what it comes down to. And this video is really to show you guys that these two lights are versatile. You know, sometimes not all of us have the budget. So I really wanted to make this video. If you guys like what you guys saw, the breakdown, and just overall the style of like lighting on a budget, let me know in the comments below, and I would like to do these going forward. And maybe next time we could take it to a, actual like a studio and make a music video scene out of it. I mean, there's really different ways. Just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to make another video on this. So like I said at the beginning of the video, if you guys like it and you guys made it this far, drop it a like. You guys are the MVPs, and I appreciate you guys. So let's keep this going. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.